parties is a waste of space as a human being, honestly. Hi DVDers, welcome. If it's your first time, my name is Tyler. We're talking about Perfect Match and the ensuing disaster that was the aftermath of this series. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. But let's get into this because this is juicy. It is good, people. I thought it was 2 episodes. Why did we need 4 more episodes? I was not ready for that, honestly. But when I watched the final episodes, and I thought that I would do a review of it, but honestly, at this point, I'm not really interested in that. I'm more interested in the couples and what has happened afterwards. And it ain't good, people. It ain't good. It was like nobody made it out alive. None of them survived. And that was ridiculous to me. Like always, I have notes. We're just gonna be chatting one-on-one. So watching this thing, watching the episodes, I felt so bad for Damien. And I didn't understand why Francesca kept saying, oh, I needed to see it through. She was obviously attracted. I think she was very sexually attracted to Will. And why does Will walk like his balls are too big? Is that a thing? I'm sorry, is that a thing? I don't know. I just didn't understand it. But what the hell was Will's strategy coming up out of nowhere and saying that him and Francesca are like the power couple? It just, to me, no, I didn't see them working anyways. They're both very manipulative, and I think that they will overshadow each other in a relationship. Will they look good together? 100%. But let's go couple by couple, and then we can analyze how they are outside of the house. Elsie and Nick. I realized and remembered why I really didn't like Elsie in Love is Blind in this whole thing. She was just too desperate, I think, for a connection, and I could smell it off her. This woman is gorgeous. Hands down. I already knew that was not going to work. Nick, I don't think Nick knows what he wants. And that whole connection was just a way to stay in the house and try and reach for the money, even though they knew that they weren't getting the money. And at that point in time, why would you be desperate to stay in the house when you only have a day there? It just didn't make sense to me. They should have both cut their losses and gone their separate ways. Easy. And the way that Francesca called him out at that final panel, I was like, Francesca, you didn't have to do that, though. Sorry, that's just my dog. I was like, you didn't have to do that, though. That's just going to make Elsie feel bad about herself. And it wasn't necessary. Obviously, Elsie and Nick are not together anymore. They didn't even last. But moving on to Chloe and Shane. This was actually a couple that I really, really wanted to work. The fact that Elsie dropped that grenade and Shane, jumped on it and just imploded himself was ridiculous to me. I think Shane is too old to be this insecure. And from everything that he said he wanted in Love is Blind, when he told Natalie that Natalie was not showering him with enough compliments. Obviously, his love language is words of affirmation. And she wasn't all about him enough, and he wanted that. And Chloe was doing that. And the fact that he still tried to sabotage his relationship, I thought that was just stupid. When he started arguing with her and, making her feel the way she did, I didn't like it. And yes, Chloe did something that was terrible, 100%. But I appreciate that she had enough respect for herself to say, no, I don't deserve to be made to feel like shit, because if you said you forgave me, then let's move past it. If you said it's in the past, then leave it there. What's the point of bringing it up? I think even if they got married or anything like that, he will always reach for that, the fact that she chose Mitchell that one time, even though she chose him in the end. And I really felt bad because I thought that they looked cute together. And oh my god, I knew Chloe had a deep side, but when she started speaking to him and the way she handled that whole argument was so mature. I did not expect that from Chloe, and it made me respect her and like her so much more. Honestly, I actually really do respect this girl, and I can't wait to see her in whatever else that she turns up in. I personally would like to see a show hosted by Joey and Chloe. I think it will be a ball of laughs. It will be chaos, but it will be hilarious to no end. Please Netflix, make that happen. I don't care what they're hosting, but I will watch it. So obviously Shane and Chloe no longer together. I think it was like a month after they left the house. This was shot last year, I believe. I don't even know if it was last year, but maybe a while ago. I really don't know the timeline of the show. I couldn't care less. But they were done a few weeks after they left the house. Moving on. Bartiste and Izzy. I don't think I have enough time for the chaos and the ridiculousness that is Bartiste. When I say I don't like this guy, I don't think you guys like, maybe a bunch of you felt like I was being prejudiced, but I think he proved the reason why I really, really dislike him. Bartiste is a heaping junk of elephant shit. He is the worst person, and he's absolutely a disgrace to the human race. I have seen shitty people. I don't like Chase, but I will choose Chase 100 times over before I choose Bartiste, because Bartiste is a waste of space as a human being, honestly. I hope his sisters, his mom and dad, watch him in these shows and are embarrassed to be related to him, because he is a pile of trash. I don't mind that he chose Izzy. I really don't. I don't care. That's the perfect match. He's been jumping ship since he got on this show. I hate the way he made Abby feel. Using her insecurities as weapons was a low blow. It was a low blow, and it was uncalled for 100%. I don't think that Abby deserved that. I think Bartiste is a despicable human being, and he is trash. And the worst part is that he's so much drama and he brings so much attention to himself that Netflix will 100% keep putting him in stuff. So I'm pretty sure this is not the last time that we're seeing Bartiste. But we're moving on from Bartiste. Him and Izzy didn't even work out at all. Did we think that they would? That was a joke relationship, and it ended as the joke that it was. So now we have our last two couples, Joey and Carousel, and Dom and Georgia. So Dom and Georgia, even though I like Dom and I like Georgia and I like them together, I already knew, I had a gut feeling that the relationship wouldn't work out. And I don't know what it was, but there was something reserved about their relationship. Because if you remember how Dom was with Francesca, there was a difference. And it's not, I don't think that he didn't care about Georgia. I just don't know that it was all there for them in that relationship, you know? And that made me really sad, because I think they're both really cool people. And they ended up winning, which was a surprise for me. I thought that they would either vote for Shane and Chloe or Joey and Carousel, because obviously they'd been solid since day one. Not solid, but at least the most stable couple who stuck with each other from day one. And the fact that they voted for Dom and Georgia means that I thought that they were my choice to win, because everything was thrown at them and they still came out together in the relationship. So, but I was still shocked when they won. I was like surprised. But fast forward to after the house, apparently they even broke up before they could even collect their prize money, which makes me wonder like how long they had to wait to get their prize money. And I didn't even want to start going down that rat trap, to be honest. But turns out that they broke up because of distance, because Dom is all the way in Canada and Georgia's in Australia. But Georgia is now dating what's his name, Harry Jowsey from Love Is Blind. No, not Love Is Blind, from Too Hot to Handle season 1. But he was the one who coupled up with Francesca and, you know, dated Francesca for a bit. It made me wonder if Georgia and Francesca are the perfect man version of Selena and Haley, you know, because it seems like Georgia keeps dating the guys that Francesca has dated, and it's like, oh, what's happening here? And then we come to the king and the queen, Joey and Carousel. Y'all know that I don't like Carousel, and honestly I feel like if she wasn't friends with Francesca, I would actually like her, because I don't have anything personal against her. It's just that whole mean girlness that comes out of her when she's interacting with Francesca and feeding off Francesca, I can't stand. So Joey obviously proposed to Carousel on the show. She said yes, because this is all she's wanted for like, I don't know, 3 years now, or 2 years, or whatever it is, however long that she has been on and off with Joey. And I, for one, thought that they were going to go the long haul, you know? But, yo, apparently after the show, they called it quits. Yeah, the whole show was a bust. I don't even understand why they make these shows on Netflix anymore, because nobody ever survives. The only people who have held strong are the two couples from Love is Blind season 1. I think, honestly, even in the international versions of most of their love shows or couples or marriage shows, maybe only one couple from Love is Blind Brazil has held it together from season 2. Those ones are still together. But it just seems like the fail ratio is 90%. And that's really alarming to me, because I naively thought that, oh, this is another show that will actually set people off, because I love love. And if people are just using it for clout, then it doesn't make it as fun for me. Like, I don't know if I'm alone with that. I think I was just being naive, and I should just going wanting entertainment, and that's all I will be getting. But yeah, it was a bust. Everybody ended up not together. Bartiste is trash. And I can't wait for the next one that Netflix is gonna give us. Bye.